I struggle with trust still. Um, I don't know why it's so hard. I have this big fear of honestly just being in the passenger seat and of a car. So I usually try to sit in the back so I can't see anything. Like I'm on my phone, like I'm like laid down, slouched, just anything so I can't really see someone's driving. Um, but when it's Sequoia and I, or just two people, I'm not going to sit in the back. So I sit in the passenger seat, and it scares me so much. It scares me so much. I have so much fear that I resort to anger in a way to make me feel safe. For example, Sequoia was driving here, so we went from Myanmar to, I think this was like Perez Zeldin, and it was like a 4 hour drive. So she drove the first 2 hours, and man, like she would go around these cars, and in one case, like it was a pretty close call. Like for her, she was like, "Well, did we die?" And I'm just like, "Girl, like had you not gotten over in time, we would have had a pretty bad accident." Like, yes, I am thankful that you got your ass back over, but it's like, to me, I just feel like, why are we even taking risk like that? Let's just wait. Like, it wasn't even a proper lane, like, how they usually have the dotted lines on when you could pass. It wasn't even that. And we were going around a curve. So it's like, we didn't even have really clear vision to even see who was coming. But she gets so impatient while driving. And when she gets that way, she makes what I would call risky moves, and they scare me. And I feel like I've communicated several ways and several times, like, hey, could you just drive like safer? Like your driving scares me. Like, and maybe it's not the best way. Like maybe I wasn't clear and gave enough details or whatever. But in my head, I felt like I gave everything that needed to be said. And so after a while, it feels like she doesn't care like how I feel in the passenger seat. And so then when these close calls are happening, I'm passenger seat driving, as she's saying, like I'm like, that's why the double yellow lines are there to indicate like do not pass. Um, to me, I thought that was the nicest thing I could say in that situation, seeing as how we almost got in an accident. But to her, it was passenger seat driving. But I was like, also, maybe she didn't know. Maybe that's why she just like tried to go for it. I don't know. Um, and I know I make little other comments, and I start to get angry because I'm like, well, why isn't she listening? Why doesn't she care? And I was reading A Course in Miracles. Oh man, I gotta find that line. Hold on, I'll be right back. Because literally, like right after we got here, I was like, whoa, this was for me to read and see, because I was like, I don't understand like why I'm getting so angry. Like I don't. And then I read this. The more anger you invest outside yourself. Oh, hold on. Let me start from the beginning. So, the ego wishes no one well, yet its survival depends on your belief that you are exempt from its evil intentions. It counsels, therefore, that if you are host to it, it will enable you to direct its anger outward, thus protecting you. And thus it embarks on an endless, unrewarding chain of special relationships forged out of the anger and dedicated to but one insane belief that the more anger you invest outside yourself, the safer you become. And I was like, whoa, is that what's going on? Like when I'm getting, because I was just like, I don't understand where the anger is coming from. Because all I know is I'm just extremely afraid, like extremely afraid. And so reading this, I was like, oh, I guess I'm falling into the ego's trap that if I get angry, like if I project my anger, that I'll be more safe. But in every instant, from every experience, I have never felt safer. So then I was like, okay, well, I know this doesn't work. What does? And I was like, I don't know how to find safety within. That's very clear. Else I would have done it already. So I use chat sometimes to help me translate this stuff because it's dense, it's deep, and I don't always get every um, thing that it's trying to put out there, I guess. And so I was asking chat like, how do I feel safe in these moments? And in short, I need to trust. I need to trust the Holy Spirit. I need to trust God. And I was like, oh shit. Well, I don't. I don't. And it all comes back to a video I made like a while ago talking about how Christianity, like, and all Christianity, just the experience of it, being in the church, believing like the Christian Bible and what everyone was saying about it, it really broke my trust. And I have not repaired it since then. It's like, what do you mean I just trust God? What do you mean I just trust the Holy Spirit? Like, and I get it in theory, right? Like, I've been fine all this time and I can't control everything. So there's something else bigger and greater than me that has been and has kept me safe. But at the same time, I get trapped in the physical experience and I'm like, I don't see no God. I don't see no Holy Spirit. How the hell are they supposed to keep me safe? Like, I don't see them on the road. I don't see them behind the wheel. I don't see them in a car. So in the actual moment, it's hard to. It feels difficult to apply like the lesson that the lessons of trust. I haven't like, and we've been here again for like 7 days now, and Sequoia has not driven. I have said I don't want to go anywhere with you if you're driving down the mountain because we're in this mountain and the roads are just rock and dirt and they are not well paved and they're very steep hills. And there's even a part that I kind of got stuck on when we went to the farmer's market and we were coming up the hill and I was like, oh shit, are we gonna be trapped here? So like her in general, despite like even if she's not being impatient, right? She tends to panic in those moments instead of like lock in, right? And like get herself out. She panics and she goes deeper. And so like I don't want I don't want her driving, but then I also understand her perspective where she's like I am taking away her chance to learn how to drive in this terrain because of my own fear. And I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely not fair. But then I was like, you can go, you can drive just without me. I just don't want to go. I don't really know where this is going, but I guess I just wanted to share because I didn't realize this about my fear, at least particularly when it comes to this. I don't know if other people have this big of a fear of driving. And I feel like it came from my mom. She just drove absolutely reckless. And um, I felt put our lives at risk several times due to her impatience behind the wheel. Now she's changed a lot. Like she's not that same like 25-year-old with two kids, like she's 50 now and she's grown and doesn't drive that crazy, but at the same time those experiences are still with me. I haven't let them go. I still jump back to the past. I get it. I should let it go and just stick with the present. But again, that's not what I'm doing. So, like, here is my issue that I've been creating. Man, I guess I'm wondering how others, like, how do you rebuild that trust? it doesn't seem like it happens overnight, so I'm not going to ask that. But like, if you rebuilt that trust, like, what did you do? How did you stay consistent? Like, any tips, tricks? Because like, I could use some. I could really use some. Anyway, much love, happy healing. I gotta finish my breakfast. I'm having a papaya banana smoothie that's becoming papaya banana water, and then I'm gonna go for a walk in this cloudy, mountainous, cold conditions. Yeah, this part of Costa Rica, I want to live in. It's way too cold. I came here for tropical warmth, and I got a sweatshirt on and pants, and I can't even see the sun. Like, I'm cool. I get it's rainy season. I'm cool for rainy season. That's fine. Like, I want the rain because that's what's gonna grow my garden and my fruit trees, right? But like, cold too. Oh hell no, hell no. Anyway, peace.